What's up, my Powerades? This is your boy, your fellow wrestling smart mark, or your favorite wrestling smart mark, your boy, Max Power himself, with another special edition of Max Powers, formerly known as Power Hour, but due to trademark reasons that I wasn't aware of, it's now called the Hour with Power. Trademark, bite you in the butt every time, man. So, before I get started, I want to start off with this. To all you trolls out there, or as I like to call them, my oompas, because you're like short and little like the Oompa Loompas, you Oompa Loompa, little troll looking things, oompas. That's what I'm calling them, oompas. Not oompas, oompas. On my channel, trolls are oompas. Period. To all you oompas out there, they're like, oh, Max Power, your hour with power, as you're calling it now. They're never even close to an hour. So why do you call it that? Your longest videos so far, the few you've made, have been like 20 some odd minutes. Okay, well, you oompa, an hour with power, formerly known as the Power Hour, is not your stereotypical 60 minutes, okay? It's as long as I dang well say it is, because it's my show, what I say goes. It can be 6 minutes, 6 seconds, 6 years, 6 months, it's 6 weeks. You get the gist, okay? It's as long as I say it is. The video you're watching is an hour with power. My time. Alright? Alright, so moving on. What I'm doing here today, I had a few people that don't know me that were messaging me wanting to know a little bit about myself. And to those, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'm going to give you answer a few questions that they asked me, things they want to know about me, be a quick little video. For starters, obviously, one of the questions is why are you doing this? Well, I'm doing this because I love pro wrestling. I've been a fan for almost 30 years. I love it. In my life, I've battled depression, bullying, you name it, but dealt with it. One constant I've had in my life, throughout my whole life, was pro wrestling. No matter how bad my day, week, month, year, whatever it was. Monday night, I had Nitro and or Raw to watch. Whatever night SmackDown came on, I had that. Whatever pay-per-view was on a Sunday, I had that. That was the only time in my life the world stopped turning and my problems stopped for a short period of time. Wrestling. It's my passion. I've failed at a lot of things in my life, but pro wrestling I've never failed at. It's never failed me. It's always been there. So I do this for my fiance and my dog. Those are the two most important things in the world to me. I want to be successful. I know I'm a long ways away from that, but I've started. I did the hardest part, getting out there. And as much as I love my fiance and my dog, who you're going to meet in a minute, my dog, it's going to be exciting. Excuse me. As much as I love them, and doing this for them, I'm also doing it for myself just as much. Because as I said, I've failed at a lot of things, but this right here, I will not fail at. As long as y'all don't let me. This is my baby, my passion. I will keep getting better. I will keep growing. I will keep getting better content out to you, more thorough. It'll get better. Just stick with me and leave advice for me in the comments of what you think I could do to get the show better for you. But to the ones that are here right now, the few, thank you. All right. So that answers that why I'm doing it. And plus also, sorry, there's one more reason I'm doing it. Because wrestling as a whole right now, mainly the only one out there, WWE, is just so awful. And you have your WWE apologist, as I said on my last couple of shows ago. An apologist is defined as someone that's like, oh, let's see where this goes. Maybe next week it'll be better. Let's stay positive and like it for what it is. Those are an apologist. The apologists out there that make podcasts aren't realistic at all. They try to stay positive, and in life it's great to be positive, but in pro wrestling it's not good to be positive because you'll get crap like you have right now. And there's podcasters out there that are not being honest and real with you. I want to be honest and real. If it was a great show, you bet I'm going to tell you it was a great show, and I'm going to tell you why. If it was a horrible show, I'm going to dissect it and tell you why it wasn't. So I'm also doing this because there ain't many people, there's hardly no podcasts out there that are being honest and real with you guys. And I want to be the realest guy in the room. Which brings me to my next thing. How much do you love pro wrestling, Max Power? Someone asked me. Well, someone that asked me, I love pro wrestling so much that 2 years ago, when I got a puppy that could barely fit in the palm of my hands, I couldn't figure out a name for him, but I finally figured it out after like 10 minutes. He was all feisty, he had a little bit of an attitude, and funny, little firecracker. And it hit me, I'm like, he reminds me of someone. So without further ado, people, may I present to you my dog, Enzo Amore. Enzo, say hi. Give the viewers a kiss. Give the viewers a kiss. He won't do it. That's Enzo Amore, people. He's a part Jack Russell Terrier, part Cocker Spaniel. As you can see, he takes after the Jack Russell more. But that is Enzo Amore, aka the realest guy in the room, the certified D and bone-ified stud, and you can't teach that. How you chewing? Yeah, Enzo Amore, people. That's my boy. All right, so just a few more questions real quick. They asked me, who's some of your favorite wrestlers currently today? I love Kevin Owens. I love Sami Zayn, AJ Styles, The Club. Enjoyed their work more in the independent scenes like ROH and New Japan, things like that. But currently, they're my favorite. My least favorite wrestler right now, Roman Reigns. Well, who's some other ones? Roman Reigns. Well, what about Roman Reigns? The big dog. Yeah, I know Roman Reigns, man. I hate the guy. Hate his character. Heel turn needed. Bad. My favorite wrestler of all time. Easy answer. When I was a kid, I was a Hulkamaniac. I go, say your prayers and take your vitamins, brother. That was me. But now looking back in hindsight, I would definitely say the greatest of all time, aka my favorite, would be the limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun, the nature boy, woo, Ric Flair. That's the GOAT, baby. And if you don't believe that the Nate is the GOAT, then, well, not everybody can be as right as Max Power. Sorry. He's the GOAT. My least favorite wrestler of all time, Roman Reigns. See where I'm going with this? I don't like Roman Reigns, people. Not at all. My favorite rivalry, or favorite match of all time, I have quite a few. I'm with the majority here. I do believe Taker and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25 put on a classic. My favorite wrestling match would probably be Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 21, because it was just a fantastic technical wrestling match. My favorite match in the past 3 years was one of the questions. Anything that NXT takeovers had put on. All their matches are incredible. Love them. But if I had to pick just one, I would say Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole. When Johnny Gargano won the NXT heavyweight title, I'm so sorry, I forgot what one that was. It was 2 takeovers ago. Was it Brooklyn? No, it wasn't Brooklyn. Toronto. Wasn't it Toronto? Whatever it was. You know what I'm trying to say. Sorry, didn't do my research before I made this video. That's my favorite match. As far as WWE matches goes, that's tough. If you didn't give me a 5-year span, give me like a 7-year span, probably the Shield versus the Wyatt family at Elimination Chamber back in 2012, 13-ish? No, it was 14. Okay, so that was in the past 5 years or so I'll say that. Yeah, that has Roman Reigns in it, but that's not why I liked the match. It was a great match. It was before the WWE fans were chanting, "This is awesome," to just a snapmare. Like, the match wasn't even started yet, and the fans were chanting, "This is awesome." It was an awesome moment, man. Great match. I would say that was my favorite match, within the last 5 years, WWE-wise. Outside of WWE, favorite match, probably anything with Kenny Omega or the Young Bucks in it. Can't give you anything specific. They're kind of new to me. I just recently started watching their stuff, but I've watched a lot of it. Did my homework on them since the Fyter Fest pay-per-view. They always put on great matches, so yeah. Favorite rivalry. Let me think here for a second, guys. That was one of them they asked. Favorite rivalry. probably CM Punk and John Cena. Probably. Their Money in the Bank deal was just epic, man. Money in the Bank 2011, epic stuff. So probably Cena and Punk was one of my favorite rivalries, like favorite all-time rivalries. That's a little tougher, and I might have to get back to you on that one. I got to think on that a little bit. Give me 2 seconds. We're going to take a quick little breathe. I'm going to take a quick breather here and figure out what that is. 1 second. I'll be right back, Powerheads. Okay, guys, I didn't really need much time at all on that. Austin and Rock, easily. I know that's stereotypical answer, but them two, brilliant stuff, man. But yeah, that's just a few questions people were asking me. I'll answer some more along the way, but I appreciate the love from you guys. Thank you so much for everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends and family. I want this thing to take off and be big. I know it's going to take some time, but we'll get there. So, love y'all. Thanks for everything. Later, Powerades.